friends, I want to encourage you to be content with the lot that God has given you, right? With the path that He has chosen you. You know, there are a lot of times in my walk where I don't understand why God is doing the things that He's doing. You know, why I'm sleeping outside. You know, why I'm going place to place. You know, why I always have pennies in my pocket. You know, and it's not a lack of due diligence. It's not that I'm slothful. God knows that, right? That I'm willing to work, but there's obstacles placed that force me to go a certain direction, force me back into a state of poverty, right? Where, unless God moves His hand in a certain way, I can't do it, right? So, but I've learned to just accept it, right? I've learned that I'm okay with it. Lord, if you want me sleeping outside for the rest of my life, so be it. Whatever. I'm over it. Why? Because I don't care about this life anymore, folks. I don't care about it. It's not that important to me, right? Because it's like, I've lived, having the comforts and conveniences and all of that. And what does it do? It rots our character, right? It makes us, at least for me, I'm speaking from my own walk, right? It makes me soft, right? It makes me complacent. It makes me ungrateful. It makes me all these things that I just don't want to be, right? And it's like, and maybe not everybody has to go to that extreme, right? Well, maybe that's how you are, right? But it's like, and a lot of it depends on how we're brought up, right? Our upbringing, and but ultimately, the call that God has on our life, right? And it's different. So not everybody's called to walk that way, right? Because I've had people say, well, I don't know, why is God telling you to do that? He never tells me to do that. That's crazy, Because I'd be like, yeah, I gotta leave. I just gotta get my bag and go. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yep, that's what God is calling me to do. And the Lord knows that I can handle it. I think that's the thing too, is the Lord, He prepares us beforehand for what we're going to go through and walk with Him, right? And then too, right, He calls us to a higher. He calls us higher. He says, okay, you're there. Yeah, that's good. You're there and you made some progress, great. But come up higher. Come up higher, right? Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep becoming more like me, right? And ultimately that comes with the deeper surrender, child of God. The deeper you surrender and just humble yourself and are willing to go anywhere and follow Him wherever, is the higher you're going to go. And people don't want to hear this, right? They want to they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to hear, right? Oh, you can have all that stuff and you're going to be blessed and you can have all this abundance and you can be sitting as kings and queens, right? Just like in the like it's the Old Testament or something. You can be sitting like that, and and the favor of God's gonna be with you, and might possibly be. I don't believe it though. I don't, right? Because we look at Christ, right? He says to come follow me. And what was Christ? He was meek. He was lowly. He said, take my yoke upon you, for I am meek and lowly, and learn from me. Right? So He's saying right there, take my yoke upon you, be yoked to me, like an ox is yoked to something, right? Yoked to the plow. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I'm meek and lowly. So unless you're meek and lowly with Him, you ain't learning from Him. And how does God do that? He does that through trials, right? Through hardships in our life. The reality is, folks, when we have everything, we're quite comfortable, and our flesh is comfortable, we are going to rise up. Our flesh is going to rise up. We're going to be living in pride. Our hearts are naturally going to start straying away from God. It's just how it works. And you can question it. You can challenge it. You can try to stray away. You can try to lean on your own understanding. Ain't gonna work. Been there, done it, tried it. Been there, done it, tried it. So you want to do that, that's up to you, right? You can make that choice. God will give you over to it. But if you want to follow Jesus, right, it comes with that surrender. Most people that I know that truly love the Lord, that are on fire, they give up everything, follow Him. They leave their hometown, they go out on faith, right, and they start following Him, and they start going through it. They start following Jesus. That's what it is, folks. You follow Him. And so I encourage this for somebody. So it's just like, well, living in those last days, folks, many are given over to other doctrines, other, false Christ, right? And but yeah, God bless you.